Londoners were cautiously optimistic on Thursday after it was announced that Britain's economy fell into recession in the second half of 2023. Gross domestic product contracted by 0.3% in the 3 months to December, having shrunk by 0.1% between July and September, official data showed.
It impacts me quite a lot. I've got a family, like a young family. I obviously work in London, that's why I'm here. So yeah, it's quite concerning. We live in a flat, we'd like to move to a house. We're very lucky to have a mortgage, but I think that it's quite unlikely that we'd be moving from that flat. So yeah, it changes our plans a lot.
And I think things are steadily picking up. It's still quite hard. I think second half of the calendar year things will improve for the better. We probably need a general election just to sort of burst the bubble and allow us all to move on. Gives a sense of direction in terms of investment from business and so on. But ultimately, I'm pretty optimistic. But I appreciate there are people still looking for jobs. It's hard, but it will get better.
I just live my life, stay out of it, I'm afraid.
Are you concerned at all? Are you sort of...
Personally, no. I'm not affected. I'm a lucky one. So, yeah, I don't feel like I'm affected.
I could go on a political rant. I think it's a symptom of what we've been through over the last, how many years now? 13 years of a government that seems intent on getting out of Europe and destroying our economy.
I wouldn't necessarily blame him personally. I think you have to go back to Truss and her government, which didn't help. So, yeah.
Where I'm from, like from Ghana to this place, I think the UK is a very great place. And, you know, I have achieved a whole lot, coming to the UK. So I don't think, like, the UK economy is that bad. No, I don't feel that way.
The data comes against a tough backdrop ahead of this year's expected election for Prime Minister Rishi Sunak, who has promised to boost growth. So I'll do that again. This data comes against a tough backdrop ahead of this year's expected election for Prime Minister Rishi Sunak, who has promised to boost growth. The United Kingdom's economy stands just 1% higher than its level of late 2019 before the COVID-19 pandemic struck, with only Germany among G7 countries faring worse. Sunak promised to get the economy growing as one of his key pledges to voters last year. His Conservative parties dominated British politics for much of the past 7 decades, with a reputation for economic competence. But Labour is now more trusted with the economy, according to opinion polls.